Coaches, you used to love to always say to me that every player has a ring for every year that he's been in the program. Haven't been able to say that for a few years, but at least everyone this year gets to say that moving forward to next year. So how good does it feel to know, no matter what happens the rest of the way, you're a conference champion again?
It feels fantastic. All of our seniors are going to graduate either on time or in one more semester, and that they get out of here with a ring too is fantastic. That's what they come here for, to get their degrees and to get a ring or two.
So how closely at this point, since obviously your focus is on the Mountain West tournament next week, how closely do you scoreboard watch to see if it goes from a third of a championship to maybe half a championship to ideally it's all yours?
Well, a little bit. We've got our own business to take care of. Right now, west of Texas, we're sitting with the most wins in the country. Well, west of Texas, we're sitting with the most wins at 35. Nobody else has 35 wins, and that's what we want to take with us. We want to get to 36 before anybody, and 37, and 38, and 39, and hopefully to 40 before anybody. And that's something to really be proud of if you can finish with that. And it gives us a little cushion in case something does go crazy. You never know in that wind in New Mexico what's going to happen. But if we can finish with the most wins in the West, they're going to have a hard time keeping us out.
How do you approach this weekend knowing that whatever happens against San Francisco is not going to affect next week?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think it does. I think it does affect everything we do. You want to be able to get in a regional, and if we are going to get in, it's going to affect our seeding once we do get in. So this weekend there's a lot of effect on what goes on for the next few weeks.
I got you. Do you throw out the same pitchers that you've been throwing out there Friday,
You bet.
Saturday, Sunday?
There's no way we're going to go out there and let's go Thomas 3 innings and Lambert 3 innings and set it all up for the tournament. That's not what we're doing at all. We're going after tomorrow night to win just like we would any other game. Ricky's going to go his 110, 120 pitches, and we're going to do everything we can to win that game.
What do you have to say about the senior class that'll obviously be honored on Saturday? Some trials and tribulations, ups and downs with this group.
I love these kids. This is a really tough group of seniors. To gut it out and do what they did at the end, especially to do it without Brody. I mean, that's akin to winning a Mountain West Conference championship in football and losing Derek Carr with 5 or 6 weeks left. I mean, Brody's would have been the league MVP, and he still might be. The best center fielder in the league and hitting third for us, and his numbers are off the chart. He's almost hitting 500 in the league with a lot of at-bats and more RBIs in the game. I think he finished with 25 RBIs and 19 games started or something like that. That's numbers that are off the chart, and when you take that out of your lineup, that can really have an effect on it, but these guys have done a good job of picking up the slack.
Do you think there's a chance that he can come back maybe for the conference tournament, or are you not sure yet?
I think there's a decent chance. He's going to see the doctor on Friday and get more x-rays, get the cast off, and we'll get a lot more news then, and whether he says he can go or he's a week or two away. I don't know what the information is going to be that we're going to get back, but there's going to be a light at the end of the tunnel after Friday afternoon.
Gotcha. Playing Thursday, Friday, Saturday, how does that change the approach for next week, knowing, of course, that you're going to have a first-round bye?
Well, that's the league mandate. Everybody has to play Thursday through Saturday on the last weekend, and everybody has to do that on Easter weekend now also. So I think with the tournament starting on Wednesday for some teams, that's a smart thing to do.
For you guys not having to play on Wednesday, how big is it to know that you have one less hurdle to get through?
That's gigantic. And not only not playing on Wednesday helps us, but it also sets up the pitching where when we do throw our number 1 on Thursday, we're going to be facing somebody else's number 2, and when we throw our number 2, we're going to be facing somebody else's number 3. So finishing in those top 2 slots is huge, and that's why I think you'll see everybody playing their hearts out in this last weekend.
Awesome. That's all I got.